in the presidential swimming pool, in the president's bed, in the president's office. Tens of thousands of Sri Lankans took out their aggression on the presidential palace in the wealthy Colombo neighborhood. They blamed the president for allegedly mishandling funds. These tensions have been building, a nation fed up for months, running out of fuel and struggling to pay for bare necessities like food imports, cooking gas, and medicine. In June, Sri Lankan officials shut down schools and stopped providing fuel to all but essential services. The South Island nation of 22 million has defaulted on all of its foreign debt due to a lack of foreign exchange. The value of the Sri Lankan rupee has dropped even further, paired with high inflation, drove the country into turmoil. A Facebook live stream from inside the president's house showed hundreds of protesters draped in flags pushing for President Rajapaksa to step down. Officials said the president was removed from his official residence Friday for his safety ahead of the planned rally.
At least about 1,000 depositors gathered in front of the Zhengzhou sub-branch of the People's Bank of China to voice their extreme anger against the alleged charge of corruption. The protesters were amongst the thousands of customers who had opened their bank accounts in 6 rural banks in Henan and also in neighbouring Anhui province that offered a higher rate of interest. According to reports that have come in, the banks decided to freeze millions of dollars worth of deposits in the month of April, and they told their customers that they were actually upgrading their internal systems. Now, what has been a local scandal so far, however, has now become a national issue and an international news after the misuse of a COVID tracking app began to circulate. Now, according to reports, many who had set out for Zhengzhou to demand action from the regulators found that their health status on the app had suddenly turned red. And this started preventing them from accessing public transport, and it started preventing them from travelling. 5 officials have subsequently been punished for misusing the health app that is meant to prevent the spread of COVID-19, but in this case was used to crack down on dissent in China.
A resident swarmed coffee shops looking to connect their wireless devices on Friday as a major outage of Rogers Communications' mobile and internet networks caused disruptions across Canada. Many, like Cam Rosenstein, didn't realize how widespread the issue was.
Because I thought maybe it was just my building, that there's a problem with service, and everybody said that, yeah, it's a nationwide problem.
Emergency lines like 911 and banks, including automated machines and cashless payment systems, took a hit. Many customers who didn't have cash were turned away from stores.
2007, South Africa has buckled under the demand for electricity, with the poor being the hardest hit. Well, this year, power generation has reached a new low with a shortfall of up to 6,000 megawatts each day, according to Eskom. With aging infrastructure, the state power utility Eskom has implemented power cuts for up to 8 hours a day for the last 2 weeks. Many believe the solution is new generation, even though it is not a quick fix. South Africa's National Planning Commission agrees that 10,000 megawatts of power generation must come from new generation facilities. The agency is also calling for the declaration of a state of energy emergency.